Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Soul Truth Saturday. Woo! I'm Michelle Klassen. I'm Michelle Klassen. I'm with Soul Trades. I'm based in Vancouver, Canada, and I see a lot of people coming into the feed right now. Thank you so much for being here. And today is like a special day for me on Soul Treats. I'm marking this on my special day calendar. I have some amazing men who are on Soul Treats today. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. It just warms my heart. You're welcome. It just warms my heart that I can have you all here at one time. And the energy, I don't know. I know you guys can feel it. I can feel it. I just want to, I'm going to do just a brief thing here, and then I'm just going to have you guys introduce yourselves individually, if you don't mind. One thing that I like to do, because this industry that we're in is so female-based, that there's a lot of men in the background that aren't bringing themselves forward. And this is something that I appreciate from the four of you, is bringing yourself forward, bringing your gifts forward, and sharing your healing abilities with humanity. So I thank you so much for that. And I'm going to read something. Scott, you know this already, but I'm going to read this out because I saw this the other day. And it says, an awakened man is a warrior of the heart. He calls to other conscious men to join the revolution, to lay down their ego, and with true masculine energy, demonstrate what it means to return to love. So I thank you for bringing that today to Soul Treats. And I'm just going to say a little shout out to each one of you. I'm going to start with Jimmie Davey, who's right below me here. And Jimmie, thank you so much for being here. You know how much I love you. And I don't know if you guys heard the music that was playing. That was Jimmie Davey's little contribution.
I was rocking to it.
Were you?
So
yeah. Jimmie made that. He has several on SoundCloud. So I'm excited. Jimmie and I are going to have some discussions about collaborating on a really cool idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. He has several more. So I think what I'm going to do, Jimmie, is each week I'm going to put on a different one, since I've got access to your stuff. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay. So Jimmie is an amazing healer. He's helped me out tremendously personally, not only with his healings, but we've had some really great talks about life and just figuring things out as we go. So thank you so much for being here, Jimmie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. It's a pleasure to be here.
Which way are we going? Mr. Atlas, John Atlas. What can I say about you, man? Thank you for surprise you. Okay. I won't F-bomb you or anything like that. Thank you so much for what you bring to not only humanity, just the collective in general, with all your all the information that you're bringing forward, that you're receiving, all the downloads that you're getting. So thank you for making us all aware of what is, what isn't, what's coming, all that good stuff. And I appreciate all the readings that you've done for me. And just also, I have to tell you, just the wording that you bring, especially in your personal readings that you do, it's all from the heart. And I really, really appreciate that about you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for those kind words. I'm just glad I get to do something instead of sitting on my ass waiting for ascension to happen.
All right, where are we? Mr. Spiritual Gift, Scott.
Yes.
How are you, mate?
I'm always good, mate. Always good.
So those of you that know Scott, he does a lot of his stuff from his car. Although I've seen you like on a picnic table during some time.
I've been a few places.
Been out, yeah. So Scott, just a major thank you for your support. I've just been watching you for quite some time, and your support with mental health.
Yeah.
I just have to point that out, how strong you are with this, and how you're doing your best to help every single person that comes on your live, that comes on your TikTok. So I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart of helping people with their mental health. So thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
All right. And last but not least, I don't know. I don't have any words for you, Mr. Sawyer.
I'm a rebel.
Let's see. Let's see. What can I say about Thomas? Thomas, just thank you for being you. Thank you for being Thomas Sawyer. I think a lot of us that know Thomas knows that can just basically say enough. But thank you for just bringing stuff forward that people don't really think about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you for the truth of that. And just, this is interesting. There goes my throat chopper. It's pretty important for people to learn different ways instead of what we're taught. So it's kind of nice that you have this approach of helping people unlearn what they've learned so that they can learn what actually is, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
But
So it works for me.
But the best part is just thank you for being you. Thank you for being you, Thomas. I love you dearly. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys introduce yourselves. I've got a list going on. It's open donation, so if you want to get on to this reading, you've got access to 4 amazing souls right now. And let's see here. I also wanted to talk about a group that I just recently joined. It's called the United Healing Collective. So I'm going to post it up here, the wording there. If you are not on this group, please get connected and join. That'd be amazing. And also throughout the broadcast, I will be posting each person's information, their TikToks, their Facebook, and their websites, but it's also in the description as well. And if you gentlemen don't mind introducing yourself, and I will see you on the other side. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Happy
you.
Saturday.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Here's Michelle.
Merci beaucoup. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Thomas.
My name is Thomas Sawyer. I am a channeler, medium, healer. I do all kinds of shit. You can find me at thomassawyer.com. That is my intro. Thank you all for being here. Men,
Can I go? Thomas, thank you. Can I go after you?
yeah.
So I'm Scott Chapple. I run Spiritual Gift. I do all kinds of shit, the same as he does. And yeah, I just enjoy doing what I'm doing. And that's it, really.
Excellent. John?
Sure, Jimmy. John Atlas, you can find me at johnatlas.net or on Facebook at Atlas Ascension Alignments or on TikTok at John Atlas 1. I'm a reader and a healer, and a lot of you in this feed right now are familiar with me. Thanks all for being here, and thanks for allowing us to do this. And Jimmy.
Thank you. My name is Jimmie Davey. I predominantly do sound healing, creating frequencies, etc. Bit of healing on the as well, and my page is Alpha Horror Healing, and yeah, we'll get going. So I guess Michelle will tell us who is up. There's the list.
Oh, bloody hell. How do we do that?
So
Lisa Topping, it looks like we got first.
Hey Deb. Hey Kerry. Hi Omnia. Hey Siobhan. Hello everyone.
Okay.
I can't see no comments. Why can't I see comments?
You're on your phone, aren't you?
Yeah. I can see them now.
Hey Ada. Thank you.
We have private chat too if we need to say anything to each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see private chat, Scott?
Yeah. I've swapped it now.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, excellent. Right. Should we start with Lisa?
Yeah, let's do. Who wants to go first? You guys just bear with us as we figure out how we're going to do this with 4 of us, okay?
Yeah.
I think I just need to do some energy work. I'm hearing. John, you want to tap into me with this while people are reading?
Yeah.
So Lisa, this is for you, dear.
Lisa, you are here, aren't you? I'm just checking. Lisa's here.
I've got the comments on Facebook too.
Lisa, if you're here, say hello, please.
It's me I'm looking for.
Thomas, give me just a second to open up her energy a little bit before you jump in.
Yeah, I don't know if she's on the feed, so
I don't think she is.
but she'll see it.
Yeah, we can. Michelle, can you timestamp her, please?
I just
All
sent her. I just sent her a message, so hopefully she'll pop on.
And expand. There we go. Okay.
Right. Lisa. Shall I go?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Right. Lisa, what they're showing me a pendulum for you, but it's over water. And so what they're saying this means is that you're always going to, no matter which way the pendulum swings, you could take either path, you can go any way, it can swing any way, but because it's over water, you're always going to have that soft landing. So it doesn't matter which way which path you take, which choice you make, it's not going to be as disastrous as what you may perceive it to be if you make the wrong choice. Does that make you see what I mean? So you could choose to do something or make a decision, and you think, oh well, if it doesn't work out, it's going to be the end of the world. But it's not, because you're always going to land in the water, and so you're always going to have that that safe place to go to, and then you can go back, and then you can make another choice and try it again. But that's kind of what I'm getting initially. Oh, hey, Lisa.
Yeah, she is in the feed now, guys.
Do you want me to jump after Jimmy?
Go for it.
Yeah, because I could continue on in what Jimmy's just saying about moving forward and stuff, because from what I've seen for the cards that I've pulled as Jimmy was talking would make a lot of sense. Because the first card that was reading was about her being able to find that light for herself, because I think that she's spending a lot of time in the shadows of a former self that she was, and she needs to go forward. But then the other two cards was about manifestation and doing things for the pure intention of herself. But in order to do this, she needs to have that belief that she's capable of doing more than what she's doing now. I feel like she's just strolling within life more than pushing herself. But I think if she has that belief and manifests for the things for her and use them for the right intentions, I think she's got a good future going forward within herself.
I agree. Well said, brother.
Thomas, you want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll just jump in. Number one, Lisa, you need to focus on your blessings, dear. You've got a lot of things. Okay, so let me just say it like this. I don't want to sound negative, because sometimes I spin it that way. Thing is that you have this. You're looking. It's a pendulum. What Jimmy was talking about. On one end of it, you're looking at what's not working, but you really need to start looking at what is working, because it's going to help you shift your focus, so your focus can be more concrete in how you see your life going and push you through new doors. And as just echoing what everyone else has said already, as you walk through these bumps in the road and you realize that you can overcome these things that you perceive are much bigger than they actually are, you're going to walk through higher doors of ascension. I'm channeling a bit of ascension. So you're going to walk into higher versions of yourself that you can be more of. And they're saying, don't beat yourself up so much here, because sometimes as humans, as men and women, we have this tendency to look at the past, and we need to be looking at the present, because the past is holding us back.
Yes.
Yeah, Lisa, to build on everything actually that was said so far. Like Thomas was saying, we know that there's bumps in the roads at times, right? And that can get tough. And the bumps that you've been on recently feel like they were bumps because your focus was really on worldly matters as opposed to like spiritual or heavenly matters, right? And you're worried maybe about finances or about work or about your home. You're just worried about the things in your life, okay? And I understand that because we build our lives around this stuff. But at this time, like you're being asked to open your heart, okay, to allow the love to come in and allow that abundance to come in different ways than you've received in the past, and experiencing it differently, okay? Like there's definitely some self-love that needs to take place at this time. You got a big heart energy, okay? But it's time to open that shit up and let it out into the world. So in order to do that, you need to love yourself and you need to allow the people around you to love you too. And when you start receiving that love, that starts filling your cup up. And then you start giving that overflow to other people. And this is really going to help you to rise above earthly matters. And kind of like what Scott and Jimmie were talking about, this is going to kind of help you step into your role, okay? Help you step into your future. It's going to help you to rise above those earthly matters, and you'll be able to communicate your truth and your wisdom honestly and openly, and you can bring inspiration and hope to people through these words that you speak and through the actions that you commit because you're able to see life from a higher perspective, okay? So let that heart open up, because it's big, it's beautiful, and you fucking got this.
Aye. Well said, John. Right. Lisa, I think were you all complete with Lisa, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Right.
Who do we have up next?
I believe we have the lovely Kerry up next.
Wilton. Kerry Wilton.
Kerry. She was an amazing reader, channeler, ex-healer herself, actually.
Hey, Kerry, I'm going to start. Is that okay, Jimmie?
Of course.
Okay. Kerry, you know that you knew me on Andromeda? They want you to remember this. I don't know why I need to tell you that, but hold on a second.
I'll help her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John's got it. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Ooh, fuck. Okay. Whew. I need to give you angelic codes. I don't even need to read for you. You know a lot of what's going on already, Kerry. They can handle the other parts of the readings. I need to connect you with more angels. Okay. Who do we got here? Jeremiah.
There we go.
Michael. Jophiel. Raphael.
There we go.
Ra. He wants to come through. Melchizedek, the universal logos. Okay, you guys just all tap into me at once for her highest good by divine love, divine law, divine will, by the power of three, and for her highest good. Connect into me now. Now. Kerry, I don't want to pull like 85 names out as I'm talking. Okay, they want to help you. That some of them already are, but they're saying you are moving into a much higher calling now. Activate. Okay, thank you.
And relax.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right.
Next?
Scotty, do you want to go next?
Yeah, mine. Because as soon as Thomas said ascended masters, that's what flew out in my face. That's why I was showing them. Because on my card it was the ascended masters. As soon as he said it, it flew out. So I wanted to show you, like, because my cards were free. The cards I've got for Kerry are about the way that she speaks. So I don't know who Kerry is, but I feel she has a voice in a sense of a lot of people would listen to her. And within the card, it was a throat chakra about the angels are helping her lovingly speak the truth in what goes on in life. And I feel like she has a voice where she's heard, but there's more people to hear her. Like she can go a lot further than what she's already at within that. The next one is about the clairvoyant stuff. Trust what she sees within her mind's eye, as well as her physical eye, because she's growing into a different level of spirituality and what she's at the moment. The next one within that, which follows after that one, is about Kerry singing and dancing. She needs to express her psychic senses. She needs to express it in a way of dancing in life, just enjoying it, just going with that flow, but embracing the level of spiritualism that she's at the minute. To embrace it like it's like, I don't know, Kerry, if you have some kind of connection with music or something, but within the music connection and you as a person, I think it brings you down to earth. But I don't know if that's after readings or before speeches and stuff like that. But the last one was what Thomas was saying, Ascendant Masters. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over you and guiding you through your entire journey, and always have them. Which is that one.
Marvelous.
Can I say something really fast? Carrie, tell yourself every day over and over again that you are a spiritual badass. Keep reprogramming your subconscious, because it's going to help you just reach entirely new levels.
Yeah, that's it. It works. It works. Trust me. I tell myself I'm an arsehole every day and people agree. So it does work. It does work.
Okay, Carrie, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here if that's cool with you guys. So everything that's been said so far, I got a couple cards here that's saying the exact same thing. Okay, like you're going through this shift right now, and there's major healing that's coming to you, and a big part of this healing is about the mindsets and the programming and letting that shit go, and stepping into this higher vibration that's coming to you. Okay. As you shift, like Scott was saying, your psychic abilities are really about to step forward or level up, and your perceptions of yourself are going to change to where you start to see how it is that you fit into this world and what you have to offer this world. There's a lot more coming to you in the near future. There's a lot that you can do. And with Thomas coming in and saying to use those positive affirmations to build yourself up every day, I can speak to the success rate of positive affirmations. Those have made a massive change in my life. I go through periods where I say them for a while and then I don't for a little bit. But when I do, every single day I start out the day that way, and every day I feel that shift and I see that magic in my life, and I get the signs and the validations and everything that I'm needing to push me further forward, to keep me going, to give me that kind of drive that sometimes we let go of. But you're coming into something new, and it's big, and you have a lot to offer. So just keep pushing forward.
Sure do. Kerry, I'll finish by saying that what they showed me was, it looked like, I guess you could say it was a crown, but it reminded me of the crown that She-Ra wears. But instead of being, because I think hers was gold, but this one was silver. And it had sort of a pointy thing here, and then it went round. And I feel like I want to place that on you and then do something to activate it, because it feels like there are some things that are waiting in your field, in your space, that are ready to be integrated into your conscious. So I am going to do that, and I'll let you know when it's done. Okay, right, all sorted. But yeah, I totally agree with all of the other three, and there is something waiting for you, and it's gonna be big.
I see an atom bomb. There.
So, Kerry, thank you. I'll see you soon. We'll be doing. I think we're doing a live next week. So we'll see you then. Right.
Looks like we've got Debbie Sutton up next, guys.
Deb. Hey, Deb. Right. Amazing reader, healer, etc.
I'm hearing Scott. Scott, you ready, my friend?
Yeah, I'm not started. Well, I am now. Yeah. I didn't take long, did it? Oh, okay. Debbie, I can't even see the comments when I ask questions, can I? I don't know. I've not spoken to Debbie for a long time, but the first thing I did was when I pulled the cards, I felt like there was something going on inside. And this was probably inside Debbie in a sense of, not in a struggling sense, but there's a little bit of panic or anxiety. I don't know if she's going through something at the minute or having a little bit of a problem within her chest. But that shot straight in. I noticed that straight away. But within the first card is about life's energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that need healing. Which as soon as that happened, that card came out first within that. But then your second card goes into healing. So is this something that you're working on, or is this something that you've brought forward and taking time for yourself to develop more in a sense of what you already know within what you have as your tools? Because this is, I feel for reading this, and I know through my journey is I've had to deal with stuff in order for my level of gift to move up more. To be more understanding of life helps me be more clearer to read. And that's what I get with them. And your last card is about your magical blessings. It's about your magical blessings. Whatever you are going through, you are being assisted by magical fairy blessings. But they say that you are more than ever, you are able to bless others more than anything. You are capable of doing that and more. That's what I got.
Lovely. Right. Deb, I'll go next first, all right. Deb, they showed me your left hip, actually, and I asked why, and they said there's something on the side of you that it's almost like you're bumping into it. And I'm feeling that there's some healing or something that needs to be done with your left hip. And so while Thomas and John go, I'm going to work on that. But they said that there's something that is next to you, but it's almost as if it's an obstacle. So you keep trying to shift to the left, but you keep bumping into it. And what they are saying is to move around it, all you need to do is step forward and then you can go past it. But it feels like there's an obstacle there. So I want to just take care of that area and sort of send some and repair the constant pressure or the constant contact that's making energetically. And so I'll do that whilst Thomas and John go.
It's up to you, Thomas. Do you want to go?
Yeah. The fairy realm. Okay. This hasn't come up for me in a long time. I work a lot with fairies, but apparently you do. So they're coming through strong. You know, there's a fairy king and there's fairy queens that are in the fairy realm. They've been around since the beginning of Earth's time, they're saying. They want me to bring through the fairy queens for you. This is a massive upgrade. They're standing around and they all look like the Wizard of Oz for some reason. So this is activation time, they're saying. So tap me in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Mariah's good. Thank you. And bring in, we need an angel. Okay, Archangel Ramadiel. Don't know who you are, but I've worked with you before. Now, he's going to help direct them for you. There you go. That's my message.
Okay. Hey, Deb, how's it going? Thanks for being here with us. I don't even know if I want to give you a message. I just want to show you the cards that I pulled for you. Okay. Because they just fit so perfectly with everything that they were saying. The first one that we have here is She-Wolf. And the message on this card is unleash the wild within. I noticed a comment of yours saying that you're running into a lot of tradition and things of that nature. I'm going to show you this next card quick. Take a look there. Hope you can see that clearly. Bring it down for you a little bit. And that's the Fire Guardian. And it says, ignite your passions. Sometimes we have to face shit. Sometimes we got to face stuff. Because behind our fears is where those passions lie. Okay, so let that wild woman out. Okay, step forward into your power, claim your power or reclaim your power, and step forward into the world. Don't take no for an answer, and let that passion lead you. Nothing can stop it except for you. Okay, so keep moving forward, Deb. I feel like those cards really brought forward the guidance that you needed. I didn't need to say much.
And Deb, I'm going to jump in. I'm just going to cuss because I can on Facebook. Fuck indoctrination. It's something I really had to look at myself, Deb, is that, we're programmed from all these different people and ideas and religions, and they're all the same thing. People have ruined how people view God. We're all God. We're all connected to source. And remember that. That's what my guides are saying. You need to remember that, because indoctrination can be a bitch. It's going to trigger somebody, but okay. Sorry about that.
And I'll just finish there by saying when I was looking at your hip, the last thing that came up was a whale's tail. And so I have a feeling that there are some messages or there is some information for you in whale music. So maybe next time you meditate, put some on and see what comes through. That's what they're saying. So, and if you develop an appetite for plankton, then I'm not sure what to do about that.
I think she should eat some seaweed too. I agree with you 100%, Jim. Yeah.
And if you gentlemen don't mind, I just wanted to give a shout out to Carrie. Carrie, if you can put your website or your Facebook information in the comments, just because of the amazing work that you do. And I believe you and Jimmie are going to be on Soul Treats on Saturday the 5th. I'm so excited.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Debbie, if you don't mind putting your website and information in the comments as well. If there's anybody in Debbie's area, she does do angelic Reiki certification. So I just want to give a shout out to these two beautiful women that do amazing work. All right.
Lovely.
Let me say one more thing, if you guys don't mind. So, Deb, and what I mean by seaweed, because my guides like be more specific, you can go to like certain grocery stores and you can get the freeze-dried seaweed. It's like 99 cents a pack. I don't mean actually eat seaweed, like wet seaweed.
Can you? I mean, you could do, I suppose.
You could if you wanted to.
I'll give it a go.
So once you jump into the ocean.
Come out like, I don't know, what is it? What's her name? Persephone. Is it Persephone? No,
Oh yeah, okay.
can't remember. Anyway, right. Oh, hey, Dawn. Lorelei. That's the one I was thinking of. One of the maiden who sang the sailors to their doom or something like that. Anyway, right. We got Carol next. Carol. See what was Carol's here. Excellent. Right.
I'm just gonna do some healing. So if anyone wants to join in with me, I'm feeling like Jimmy does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I will.
Yeah. You guys can talk while we're doing what we're doing.
That's cool. Scott, you want to read, man?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Is that what I'm here for? Fuck. Okay. Carol, I got the first card and I was very confused in why I got it. But I feel my confusion is your confusion, if that makes sense. Because your card is about believing and seeing. Or do you believe to see? And when this card comes out to a lot of people and I ask them that question, do you see to believe or do you believe to see? And it's about 60-40 that say they see to believe. And I feel that you might even be one of them in a sense of why do we always have to see things in life in order to believe it? Why can't we ever be strong-minded within ourselves and believe in certain things and then start to see the reactions of them? Believing in us. When you believe in yourself, Carol, you start to see the positivity. You start to see the energies that you're surrounded by. And the reason I'm saying that is because your next card is about friendship. And it's about surrounding yourself with people that have a purpose within your life. Because sometimes we surround ourselves with people that serve no purpose. Then we're not going anywhere with these people in our lives, apart from having negativity, arguments, and useless discussions. And yours is saying in order for you to follow your dreams and have goals, have the right people around you at the same time. But your last one is about looking in a book. Whatever you question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight to what you seek. So I don't know if you're doing any journal work or any kind of studying work or anything of the sorts within that, but you will start to see certain things maybe on social media, any platforms, anything like that. And within a book, there's something that you're reading, you'll find some answers to certain things that you've been questioning within your life right now. That's me.
Perfect. Thanks, Scott. All right, Carol. Good day to you. I actually talked to Carol last night. So glad to see you're here. Glad you got to come in and experience this with all four of us here. It's a big deal and it's a lot of fun. I got two cards for you. Okay. The first one is saying, don't let your past hold you back. Okay. And this plays in with what Scott was saying right at the beginning. But you're moving upward and there's changes coming in your life like we talked about last night. Just a little bit more time. But let go of the limiting beliefs. Let go of who it is that you used to be and allow this person that's being built and born right now to take the wheel, okay? And whenever you do that, your vibration continues to raise and then you are further aligned with the people that have value in your life, okay? The people that are going to assist you on your journey and have a part to play. And the next card, I'm going to show you this one, is the Warrior. Okay. And the message here is to be fearless and stand strong. And that to me sounds like standing strong in your spirituality, in your beliefs, and not letting people deter you from that. Okay. Just keep going. Keep going. You've got the strength to do this. You know you have the strength to do this. You don't do the kind of things that you've done in life without having a mass amount of strength to keep pushing you forward. So let go of that fear and that uncertainty and step into that unknown trusting, like Scott was saying, trusting that you have the support, you have the ability, you have everything that you need to take this next step. Step into that darkness and be the fucking light. Okay.
Aye. Right. Do you want to, shall I go?
Sure.
Go for it.
Carol, when I was doing the healing with Thomas, if they had me cross my arms like this and hold on to my elbows, and I kind of, it reminded me, or it made me feel as if it was some kind of meditation pose that maybe Buddha or one of those other gurus, if you can like to call them that, would do. But it also felt like I was holding on for dear life, and like trying to steady myself to keep myself stable. But then they were saying you can let go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to release. You don't need to keep holding on all the time. Like John says, you can feel like you've gone through a lot, but you're still here. You're still moving forward. You're still walking tall. And so it's that confidence that you've gained from all of those experiences that can show you that you can basically do anything. You can deal with anything, and you can do anything. And when you release that, your arms are free. Your arms are free to grab all the opportunities that come your way, and to not let your feeling of being, you may become unstable, to deter you from taking any of those opportunities that come your way. And that's what I got.
I'm supposed to read you a Bible verse, Carol. From my book my father got me for Christmas that he hoped to God I would read. Jesus lives. I don't know why I'm supposed to read this, but I'm going for it. You are my lamp, God. God turns my darkness into light. With your help, I can advance against a troop, and with my God, I can scale a wall. So that's what I'm supposed to tell you. And there's something else there. Yeah. What is it here? Hold on. Give me a second. They're going back and forth. My guys are arguing. Okay. Yeah, it's basically what I think Jimmie said and everyone else. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. You see, when you release that which you've burdened yourself with over time, you let in other places for light to come back into your life. So these spaces, as you release something, it's a new space is opened for the energy of your higher self to come in, and the energy of pure love and bliss to come in. But they're saying you're thinking of releasing certain things. Make sure that it's time for you to do it. You feel you're ready. Don't just jump off the cliff, but really take a self-assessment of what is working for you and what is not working for you. And then take the time, as Jimmie said, to actually sit in silence. Maybe do some Tai Chi, I'm hearing. I'm sure you can find some tutorials on YouTube. And think about how these things are impacting your life. See what needs to go and what needs to stay.
All right. Right. Excellent. Thank you, Carol, for popping on. Right. I believe next we have Robin.
Robin Dreyer. Okay. Who wants to start for Robin?
I'll kick off. If you like.
Shoot.
Robin, for me, You are very emotional within yourself as a person. I think very sensitive, and you need to respect your sensitivities in the person that you are. But the first card I actually got was about clearing yourself, and it's clearing yourself of the toxics and the burdens that you carry from other people. It's about knowing when to separate your personal life and taking on other people's burdens at the same time. You can't have. You need to have either one or all. You know how you can't move anywhere within your life or to do anything when you have these burdens, these actions of other people playing on your mind going forward. And then that's why I lead into that emotional sensitivity, is that you need to respect your sensitivities, because further down the line it's going to hit you hard. It's going to hit you in a way where you're going to feel in a very, very dark hole. And I feel now is the time that you need to start dealing with certain things from your past or anything within the sorts, and clear your mind a little bit more, work more on yourself, which then leads me to your last card, which is your Queen Angel. I have changed it. It used to be Earth Angel, but I've changed it through someone else. It's now called the Queen Angel. And you, my friend, are here on Earth to teach about love. But in order for you to teach, you need to get past that emotional state of that you're in, learn to have that self-acceptance within yourself and who you are, and then you'll truly become someone special for yourself.
That's cool. Yeah. You guys cool if I jump in here? All right. Robin. Yeah. So I kind of want to build on that. I got two cards for you. And the first card here, I'll show you this one too. This is the spring card. Okay. And the message here is, sorry, not even in the screen. See your seeds grow. Okay. Scott was kind of talking about how you may walk into some challenges or darkness a little bit. Okay. What you're walking into, I feel like, has to do with you beginning to take responsibility for your reality and what it is that you're creating in your life. Okay, you're about to see the outcome of some of the stuff that you've been created. Just know that if you don't like the direction that it's going, nothing is yet set in stone, and you have the option to switch paths. Okay, to change things up a little bit and go a different direction. But it is time for you to start taking responsibility for your thoughts and your actions, and really stepping forward into this life as the holy, energetic being that you are. Okay, and start stepping into that role. The next card I have here is informing you that it's time to find a balance between spirituality and practicality. A lot of times we can disconnect from life whenever we're caught up in the spiritual, because we're sitting here thinking like and trying to manifest and trying to create this and create that, but then we're not out in the world and we're not fucking doing anything. We're not going through any doors that are opening up for us. We're not taking any action to move our life forward. By stepping through those doors that are being presented to us. Okay, so it's easy to disconnect sometimes, and I feel like maybe there's been a little bit of a disconnect there, and it's time to understand that while you are a spiritual being having a human experience, you still live in this world. Okay, so there still has to be action taken there in order to survive and continue on. Okay, so just keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep going, and maybe schedule an appointment with one of us in the near future. And that's me, guys.
Cool. Should I go?
Yeah,
but
like, in the comments, we got a African scam.
Oh yeah, Mr. Prince, or the scammer formerly known as Prince.
Yes. Well,
right. Robin. So exactly what Scott and John were saying, and when Scott was talking, they had me feel what it was like in your heart space, in your chest area. And it felt really congested. It felt really busy. It felt it felt like it wanted to expand, but there was some kind of resistance there from it. And so what they said was for me to help you with that. They wanted me to do some light language just to help to sort of ease that. 'Cause I don't know, I want to say burden. It feels like there's some kind of burden that you're taking on, or that you're holding within that space. And so they wanted to, I mean, obviously when it comes to looking at that and releasing that and working on that, then you do things at your own time and at your own pace. There's no need to rush or anything like that. But at the same time, I feel like it kind of almost, it needs a little helping hand to get things started. And so that's what I feel called to do. So I'll just do that. So takila natasania nasani mosoya til saadnia ko saiti siniti ilitien niama sonio to kulati isiata yak ita taiki isiti nies nieto ko sania to namasa latayela kia sania to sonania takalati nitikinata. Okay, there we go. Over to you, Thomas.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I didn't have these cards with me. I've got like 3 decks except that card. Okay, Robin, I need to bring forth some animal spirits for you. There's more. They're going to help you in your shift. Okay, I'm going to read them out to you as I go. So just give me a second. Connect them with Tortoise. When changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. So when you're looking at making changes, make sure they're for your highest good and not for the people around you. Tortoise is with you. Lion. Stop being so lonely. Reach out to anyone and everyone that will help you ascend to yourself faster. They had me do this really fast. I apologize. Beaver. Investing in home comforts provides security and family togetherness. I could explain each card, but they say they want the animals, so we're just going. Hare. This is important. Discernment before a passionate encounter leads to the magic of love. Discernment before a passionate encounter leads to the magic of love. And number 5, mouse. Be persistent and incisive, and all obstacles will be overcome. Be persistent. If there's something you want to do, I have to cuss. Fucking do it. Okay, that was a little different. There we go.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you, Robin, for being here with us.
To the beat of the drum. Bang. Right. Right, we got Ada next. The lovely Ada.
Oh, God.
Hello, Ada.
I know.
Hi, Ada.
Right.
Yep, thank you.
Ada. Well, I'll let someone else go first.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Ada, number 1. This is something men do quite a bit. Women do too, Mary. You need a peacock. You need to show those feathers. You're starting to. I'm seeing like 4 of them popping out, but you need to show them all. It's time to walk into that energy. You have a special gift that the human collective needs. We all have a part to play in this. I'm just channeling. We all have a part to play in this process. Remember that you are one of what Thomas calls the chosen. And remember that you will do great things in your life. A lot of times, as I believe Scott said earlier, it's a matter of believing. Through believing, you will kick down doors that no longer are for your highest good and move into energies that will make you have peace within yourself. And I'm seeing Buddha hovering around through the sky. So I think there's a connection there you need to make with Buddha, because I feel like you're not, well, it's not, there's no not here, but I feel like you could definitely connect in with Buddha, and he would bring down, I'm seeing informational codes into your awareness. So you understand what I'm saying. I'm just channeling. So yeah, that's, and then, what else? Be gentle with yourself. That's a repeating message. It doesn't have to be overnight, but it's going to happen. Believe, and thou shalt achieve.
Yes. Pardon me. Where?
All right. I'll jump in here. Nobody else is going to go. Ada. This shift that you're going through right now, and something that Thomas talked about, you're rising. It's interesting. I've actually pulled this card 2 or 3 times already since we started this live. It's the Air Dragon, and it's saying that like it helps you to rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, and see life from a higher perspective. Okay, I feel like everything that was on that card falls in perfectly with what Thomas was saying. Okay. Including this next card, which is going to come to the conclusion that Thomas came to, which is have faith in your dreams. Okay, so you're going through this shift where you're really leaving the worldly shit behind, and you're leaving a lot of the fear behind, and you're stepping into this new energy. And that shit's a little scary sometimes because we don't know what it looks like because we've never been there before, and our projections that we're putting on the future don't fit into that timeline. So that confuses us even more, right? So you're letting go of all of these worldly beliefs and mindsets and programming, okay, and breaking free of that, walking into this new energy, and then having that faith in your dreams is what helps to bring that to reality, like, because you are capable of it. You do have the drive, you do have the willpower, you do have the strength to step forward into this role that you're meant to play. And I know that you've had this role confirmed by multiple readers, you know, like that you're working with people and helping them ascend, and allowing that love and support that you have to offer them to flow into their lives and heal the both of you, or all of you, you know. And it's just awesome, Ada. We really appreciate what you're doing and who you are, and the support and love that you put forward to all people on this journey. So just keep up the good work, because I mean, you're making a difference. Okay, just keep going.
Ada, I want to jump in real quick if you guys don't mind. Ada, because I'm being told to tell you this. You know, like, I was given a mediumship class to teach last minute, and I was like, yeah, I do mediumship, but I don't know how to teach this. But everything just came together and people showed up. And then even last night in Savannah, I'm going, because it's kind of the off season in Savannah for a month, because this is a huge tourist town. And I'm just going around and going through art galleries and other stores and just handing out my business cards, because I noticed the second I'm saying this for you, the second people perceived my light and whatever I am, I don't want to say that, but whatever I am, you know, energetically, they were like mesmerized almost. And they were like, here's your card. So what I'm getting at is you have to make yourself a little bit known, but you'll know when the time is right for this. They're saying this message is more for the future, but it may be sooner than you think. I had to make the door open. Yeah.
Kick it in.
Yeah. Or kick it down. Just trying to find a nicer way to say that.
Jimmy, am I right jumping after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far away.
Because I get what Thomas is saying, and I agree. but there's a certain degree in when my cards came out, I was just smiling because it all made sense. Obviously, with what you two boys have just said, but it makes sense to why this first card came out, and it was heal away addictions. And it says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking yourself from your what your heart's desire is. So I don't know if Ada's at a certain point in her life right now where she knows she's capable of doing it, that it's overstepping that fear of the unknown of doing what you say, going out, passing flyers out, letting people know who you are, what you're about. And that is something that you need to step into. You need to step. What does it matter if when you go into a room, you're already going to light it up? So it doesn't matter what happens in that entire time. They're going to remember who you are when you leave. The lights go out at the end when everyone's left, but you're bringing the light in. This is why people come to see people like ourselves and what we do and everything of the sorts. But your next card within that is your manifestation. And if I was you, Ada, I would run for that finish line and let that manifestation catch up with you. Run to that line. Manifest the shit out of what you want to do, but don't sit down and wait. Don't let things manifest around you. Let your dreams, let your desires chase you. And then your next card after that is your heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. You need to be very open to giving and receiving love. Yeah? And that is for you. It's for yourself. But your last card is the most memorable. And why I laugh, because Ada, I probably met you around 2 years ago on someone else's pages, on other people's pages, and you have grown. I don't mean tall, but you have grown as a person. Your energies are amazing. Every time I see you, your name, it's got a light around it. And that's very rare that I see people like that. So I've seen you on TikTok, I've seen you on Facebook, I've seen you in here, and it's got like a line around. So it's almost like you've got an aura around your actual name. So your last card is true to my word, is visualize success. See yourself doing well in any situation that you are in and have a positive faith in the outcomes. And that's it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Done. Right, Ada. What they showed me for you, it looked like I thought they were fairy lights at first. You know, like you get at Christmas time. Well, I suppose you can use them at any time. But and then they kind of morphed into some bluebells, or what I thought were bluebells, but then I realized bluebells aren't white because these were white and bluebells are blue, obviously. So then I realized that they were actually snowdrops, the flowers, and they were growing everywhere. And you know how there's something about snowdrops, especially when you see them. Well, I guess you only see them outside in nature. You don't really see them anywhere else. But and they're saying that these, if it's, I guess it's possible, you know, to have a spirit flower. I've never really sort of heard of or seen that before. A lot with spirit animals and spirit this and spirit that and spirit, you know, everything. But there's something about the snowdrop that's particularly pertinent to you at the moment. Whether you can make tea out of it, I'm not sure. I mean, I imagine if you can, you probably know about it because you have all of that knowledge about different herbs and flowers and stuff. But there's something about the snowdrop that will help you to. They're saying it will help you to take you up to the next level. Like it will give you the belief, the confidence, the drive, the will to actually elevate you to having that a bit more fearlessness, if you like, not to worry about anything, that everything's going to work out, everything's going to be okay. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear about whether you can make a snowdrop tea or whether you can make a sort of anything out of snowdrops. But yeah, that's what they're saying.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right.
Okay. Who do we got up next? I believe it's Benny. We got Benny up next.
Hey. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my friends. I've just seen her in the chat. Paula. She's a very good friend of
Paula.
mine. You'll know Paula,
Paula.
Jimmy. Yes.
Yeah, I know Paula.
I've seen her in the chat now. So I just want to say hello. I can't type in the comments. So hello.
And I just want to give a shout out to Ada. Ada will be on Soul Treats tomorrow with with Debbie. So tune in tomorrow for Ada.
Turn on, tune in. Right. Binny. Who would like to go first?
Somebody else start. I'm gonna ground Benny here.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm just
You're gonna ground up.
trying to ground myself. Hold on.
Right.
Jesus. Okay.
Right.
Tap me into Metatron, Michael Sandelson, and Jesus.
Oh my.
Pardon me. Binny, I'll go first, right?
Yeah.
They immediately showed me a crocodile for you. And they say smile like a crocodile. I don't know where that comes from.
She does have a smile like a crocodile, to be fair.
But that's not the only reason why they showed me a crocodile. But they wanted to say, keep smiling, keep smiling there all the while like a crocodile. But also because it sort of represents the. I feel like, I mean, I don't really know that much about spirit animals and what they represent, etc. But they're showing me the crocodile, and they're saying that the crocodile is very silent. Well, I mean, they don't talk at all, but so it's extremely silent. But they're saying that it's very observant. It watches a lot, and so you have a lot of. You're very observant. You watch. You take everything in, and it's as if everything is. You're processing everything, and you're extremely wise, and that knowledge that you gain, that wisdom that you gain from observing, you may not realize that they're saying, but there are times and places which that will come back to you, and you will remember that, and you will be able to use that for good, basically. And so they're saying it's okay to just observe. It's okay. You don't have to always be out at the front. You can be at the back, sitting, watching, and waiting, and gaining knowledge. Because, I mean, I kind of did that for about 30 years. Just sitting, watching, waiting, listening, and then now I realised kind of why I did that, and it's just about waiting until you find something that you're really passionate about, and it will come, to you, and so not to sort of worry about, and try not to be too impatient, because things will work themselves out. So. And that's what I got.
Benny. Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm trying to find the final card, but here's the thing: is that you're a bit like me. They're saying, I have this ability to clear darkness. They really want you to deal with lower vibrational energies. I guess that's a better way to put it. So me and John do this a lot. So the thing is that you have this ability, but they're saying you really need to step up your protection. because there's a role in this that you play, and it's something you've done in Atlantis, they're telling me, and you've done it in a bunch of other lifetimes. It's good to be like a crocodile, as Jimmy said, and to really just look back and observe the situation before you act. A lot of times when I'm doing these clearings or whatever, house clearings, personal clearings, I'm observing the situation before I react. And I'm talking to John or other people I work with or whoever, and I'm seeing what's really going on behind the scenes. They're saying look at different ways to protect yourself. Now, this isn't the book for you, but I feel like I have to show this to you for some reason. So, yeah, I'll get to that later. So it's like a book that I read like this. I don't agree with 50% of what this dude says, but he has got some excellent information about protecting yourself and things you need to do. But you have this ability to get rid of lower vibrational energies that no longer need to exist in the way the earth is going into. And what is it? Okay, who's coming through? Okay, I need to attune you to these dragons. So this is the next thing. So Alpha Dragon, these are all black dragons, and I was looking for the third, and I'm just going to pull up and pull the one I need. Okay, so this is a balancing effect. We've got 2 black dragons and one in the middle being gold. Harness Alpha Dragon, harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. Attune. Like that. There we go. Thank you, sir. Golden Christen Dragon brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Attune. Let's you really see that. Number 3, Black Dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. Now. And there's another one. Hold on. Oh, look at that. That's all I needed. She feels, she knows. You already know. You already know. You already know. So, warrior, go forth and slay the fucking dragon I'm hearing. Like Thomas does. Go ahead.
Awesome. Actually, just popping quickly, while we're speaking of crocodiles, do you know what the difference is between a crocodile and an alligator?
I don't know.
One you'll see in a while and the other you'll see later. Over to you.
That's funny. All right. I'll jump in here. Benny. Throughout this part of your journey, a lot of what you're going to be experiencing is inner growth, okay? And it's really like you're going to be receiving lots of universal knowledge, okay? Lots of information based on past lifetimes, past things you've experienced, and even some future lifetimes and experiences, since we're talking about time in the linear sense here. But yeah, there's a lot of information that's coming back to you, and part of your process or part of your purpose is to be a transmitter of that information, to allow that information to flow. And before you get like all excited, like there's a couple different ways that can work. Okay, I'm not telling you to like go out and just like speak your truth to everybody you see. Sometimes we transmit that frequency or that information or that knowledge simply just by being. Okay, so know that by being an active part of society, you are carrying the energy out into the world that is necessary to assist in this process and helping to wake people up and helping to bring new wisdom to people, because you have these codes within your energy. Okay, just being part of the world, and whenever the opportunity does arise, you will have the wisdom and the words to convey these messages to people. Okay, you'll be able to communicate it. So there's lots of growth coming to you, and there will be rewards too. Okay. But a lot of those rewards, again, like you really need to look internal for those rewards, because it's a shift in you. It's a new way of being. It's a new lease on life. You know, it's a new experience for you. Okay. And it's creating something beautiful. Okay. And there's a much bigger picture that is available here. And that's something that you're going to be gaining, as well, like through this process. The shift is really going to take it from an individual perspective and really turn it into a collective perspective, because you're part of this collective, and you know this, and you know that you have influence on the collective. So step forward into that role. Okay, step forward into that state of being. Allow spirit to take you where you need to go. Obviously, there will be a little bit of resistance there, because I don't know if any of us ever shift without resistance, but know that you are heading in the right direction. And we got another person in the chat here, that's a scammer, Tina Williams.
Is it me, lads?
Yes.
Okay. Binny, I have for you 4 cards. I've known Binny a while. I've been working with Binny a lot on TikTok. She's been on my page. She's been doing readings and stuff like that. Honestly, when I say her name, she shits herself. I don't know why. I just like say it. She's like, no, what have I done? It ain't. I want you to realize, Binny, and I've said this to you before. Your first card is about release. Working with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you and your purpose. So those people that's been in your life, that's given you a little bit of information here and there, but now seem to be more draining in a sense. Like they've helped you so far in life. And I think a lot of people don't realize this, that we have people that are there at the start. They'll teach you a little bit, then they'll disappear. Then we'll have someone that will give you more knowledge, but stay around that little bit longer. And then they'll disappear. And then it goes on until the end. You'll always have a few people by your side. But you need to release the people that don't serve no purpose. Your next card is being willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear any mind and body of your past pain in exchange for peacefulness. This is another step into your journey where you need to forgive yourself in a way of your emotions, the way you feel, the way that you perceive yourself, and within that confidence. Your next card after that is about you needing to visualize your success. See yourself doing well in the situation and have a positive outcome, which is why you had the willing to forgive. Willing to forgive yourself for being negative towards yourself, thinking that you're not good enough when you actually are. And your last card is, I think this is your best card, I think you like this card, is Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy. Express you as a person, your strengths, your capabilities, who you are. We've got a voice for a reason. You need to raise your vibrations as well as your throat chakra to tell the truth in what you're learning. Embracing this intuition, going with what you know best. Don't ever second guess anything that you're going to say. Always say it and then leave it. And your nurturing qualities. You as a human being, you as a mom, you as a friend. Express everything. You are a natural loving person, but you don't love yourself as much as you should. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to jump back in here real quick on Benny, if that's okay with you guys. Benny, something that I picked up while Scott was talking, and he was talking about teachers coming in and out of your life, and being able to release them. I felt some resistance around that. And that was a big lesson for me personally, whenever I started going through this, because like I had these mentors coming in and then they moved out of my life, and I took that shit personally. I was like, I fucked up. I messed up. Like, I must have done something wrong. Like this person doesn't want to teach me anymore, or, they're trying to get me to move on, whatever. I took it personally. Don't take that shit personally. Okay. Like the people in your life are a revolving door most of the time, it's in and out. And, this message, like I relate to a lot of people. that you are the only
Fantastic.
constant in your life. Like, your family members could leave you at any moment. Your friends could leave you at any moment. Your mentors could leave you at any moment. You know, whoever. You are the only constant in your life. Okay, so take care of you and allow the people to come in that serve purpose at that time, and then allow them to go back out while you continue to do you through that whole process. Okay. So yeah, that's all.
Mm.
Let me
Marvelous.
just jump in real fast, Benny. So I'm going to echo what John's saying. Is that I've noticed that John knows my personal life. So, anyways, the point is that I've had a lot of people leave, man. I took it personally, you know, but then I was like, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're here for a reason. They're here for a season. Some people, the ones that stay, need to stay. The ones that need to go, need to go. And sometimes they come back. You got to decide if you're going to let them back in or not. It just depends. It's the universe, God, source, universe, whatever word you want to use, is bringing them for you for that season. So that's it.
Mm. Yeah, it's a good. I like that. It's a good analogy.
Thank you, Benny.
Season for a reason.
I think we're taking a break here.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sorry about that. My other phone died. See?
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, you got a backup phone. Awesome.
Yeah. But I originally thought we were doing this for an hour, so I've spoken to Michelle, and says I'll come on for half, and then I'll leave for the other.
All right, bro. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
mate.
thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this with us.
It's been amazing.
Thanks, Scott.
I really enjoyed it. John, I will add you on TikTok. I will add you on TikTok,
Thank you, sir.
and we'll wait for Jimmy. We've got to wait for Jimmy to join as well.
Yeah, Jimmy, it's time, brother. Come on.
Wait,
Time.
can't you guys do like on TikTok? Can't you have 3 people on a live?
Yes, you can have 4. Like this.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
there you go, Scott. You've got 3 gentlemen there. Let's get
There
Jimmy
you
on
go.
there.
Jimmy, come on, Jimmy, man.
Come on,
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
Jimmy, Jimmy.
I'll even get you 1,000 followers quick time.
Yeah, me too. I've done 5,000 in the last 3 weeks.
And I'm at almost 2 in like 3 weeks or like a month. So, you know, hey,
Everyone's on
Scott can
TikTok.
help get them up for you. He knows what he's doing.
Everyone's on TikTok.
Jimmy, TikTok. Well, thank you, everybody. We're just going to take a short break. Thank you, Scott, so
Thank
much
you
for
all.
being here.
Thank you,
Love
brother.
you. Love you. And we'll connect again so that you can be back on Soul Treats again, possibly next
Oh
month.
yeah.
I know
100%.
you're a busy man.
I've got time for you at any time that you want me on here.
Okay. Thank you so much. And have an amazing day.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all shortly.
See you all
Cheers,
soon.
Scotty. See you later, man.
See you in a bit. Oh, stay here. You come off.
I'm going to take you off right now.
necklaces. So put it back on the line. All right. See ya. Okay.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much. And let me get this going again for you guys. So we have Ane Shin, who is an incredible tarot reader. She's
hello,
not on
Ane.
the feed, so I'm just going to timestamp her. There we go.
All right, we're back. Okay.
All right. Who wants to go for One here first? I can if you want.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. Let me get, I got to pull out one more deck here. I got this feeling like we need to start with two cards. While I'm drawing this second card, I'll start talking about this first one. One, tap me into that energy, please. Thank you. There we go. All right. The first card I've got for you here. All right. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. This is a deep blue dragon. Okay, deep blue dragon. The message here is keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. Okay. I feel in the area in which you reside that things may get a little weird for a while or a little crazy, but that's not for you. Okay, they're saying that trust that you're protected, trust that you have the guidance that you need, and trust that you're capable of stepping through everything that's moving forward in the future without harm. Okay, you're protected and you're needed, and so you're being lined up with that place, that role that's for you. Okay, I see like this army of dragons actually in front of you, just blasting everything out of the way so that you can just walk. You can just walk and live your life through everything that the world has to throw at you, through everything that the world goes through, everything that the collective experiences. Okay, you have the necessary energy and the necessary protection to step forward without fear, it's funny, they're saying crumbling, without crumbling. I don't know if that means something to you, but that's the word that they're using, and that's not a word that I use very often. Okay, but without crumbling. Okay, and as you do this, I feel like this card is going to continue this, and it does, Okay, so as you do this, the spring card comes forward. Okay, and the message here is to see your seeds grow. Okay, so as you take the steps into this new life that's awaiting for you, they're saying fairly soon you're going to begin seeing these seeds that you've been planting over the last, and they're saying like there's some longer seeds here, like seeds that maybe you planted 3 or 4 years ago that are going to start coming to fruition. Okay, that you're going to start to see and be like, holy shit, I've been waiting for this. Okay, so know that you're protected, know that you've planted your garden well, and now you're going to start being taken into that role that you've been desiring to play. Okay.
I can jump.
That's great. Yep.
Okay, so number one, we have Seeing the True You. I need to read from the book, and the other ones I don't. So sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth, which I call bullshit on. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about you, what is perceived from what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of the sun and the moon, but not as much through direct perception of seeing who you truly are. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections of others have of you. This goes into the past, to the point that you may not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming because you believe, I don't want to say that word, you believe too little of what others have told you. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls that are blessed with inner stillness in the clear waters of the oceans of consciousness. You have come to recognize yourself with a clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There is no judgment here. Each takes a path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. Number 2, manifest the shit out of what you want. Spirals of manifestation. Manifest it, write it down, visualize it. Everything in the universe is thoughts, vibration, and frequency. So, when you're letting others pull you down and you not truly being the authentic person that you can be, I'm seeing a future version of yourself. And I'm feeling throat chakra. That's why it's hard for me to speak. John, something about that while I'm talking? That's cool.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
Yeah.
Let Jimmy do it. I'll do some healing.
Yeah, if you
now this is interesting because these are not tarot cards, but this one came upside down. The Sacred Fool. The Sacred Fool does not pay attention to anyone's opinions. It does whatever it wants. It only pays attention to the opinions of those that matter. The rest of them are thrown away. I'm being reminded of a conversation I had last night. So someone messaged me while I'm out, doing whatever. And I told them some truth and it triggered them. And they're like, oh, I knew how shady you were and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but here you are asking me for 30 minutes talking to me about how you want all this advice, but you don't really want to pay me. I don't know why I need to tell you this, but I need to say it. It's their reflection because I triggered the F out of them and I told them the truth. They didn't like it. Not my problem. It's their problem. Once it was over, I was like, cool, whatever. Peace out. But I had to do it because there was a reason. So what I'm getting at is turn this card upside down, the right side back up. Be the version of yourself that you truly want to be. Because the throat chakra, you defy convention and norms. You have to be willing to embrace this energy. You are the chosen of Athena. And remember that. Because Athena is one badass warrior. So yeah, that's what I need to say.
That's cool. Right, yeah, they showed me straight away. It looked like the gullet, or I think the gullet is called the esophagus, or anyway, it's that area that's like the long pipe or the long tube that connects obviously the throat all the way down into the stomach. But there's something in there. I'm feeling it. It's very well. Actually, no. I wouldn't say there was something in there as such, as in a blockage. But it feels like it's very wooden. I'm seeing it's almost like it's a wooden slide or a wooden tube, as if it doesn't get as much use as it. So it's kind of taken root, and it doesn't get as much use as maybe it should, or it isn't able to express itself as much as it should, I think is probably the best way to put it. And so therefore it's become a bit stiff, and like Thomas was saying about the throat chakra, obviously it's kind of connected to that. So I feel like I want to put something or run something down in addition to what John's doing. I want to do something with that, and just to help loosen it up a bit, because obviously, you know, if it's anything that everything can be reversed, pretty much. And so if it can go from a sort of a flexible state into a stiff wooden state, then obviously we can change it back. So I want to begin that process, but obviously a lot of the work has to come from you. But we can help. And all you need to do is basically what Thomas said. And John. So simple. But I mean, sorry, I was they wanted me to put a frog in your throat. And I know that's something that we normally take out, but they actually want me to put. They want me to put. That's why I laughed, because they just had that, and I thought no. Anyway, so yeah, they want me to put a frog in your throat, because something about the nature and the because like frogs, they like a wet atmosphere, they like a moist atmosphere. They work best in that atmosphere, and so I feel like the frog is going to help to keep that moist and keep that sort of. It's going to hop up and down your esophagus, keep it open, keep it moist, and so make sure you drink plenty of water, just to help that process. But let me just put this little frog in there. Okay, right, that's done. Right, thank you, One.
Just let me read the frog card. Let me show you it again. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing potential. Your words will carry a vibration that will help change the entire world. There's an archangel laughing behind me right now.
Oh, that's funny. Right. Right, who's next? Thank you, Annie. We got Emma. Emma McCarthy. Right, Emma. See what we've got for you.
John, you can go, my friend, if you want.
All right. I'll get one more shuffle in here and we'll go. Emmer McCall. Okay, hi. You, and there we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Interesting. This is a good card. I've got one more that I need to pull out of this Archangel deck over here. Until then, I'm going to show you this first card. Okay, I just want you to feel into this card. Look at the picture, look at the colors, and I'll give you the message on the card as well. It's the Lord card. It says, take charge with authority. Okay. Emmer, we reach a place in our lives where we have a decision to make. Okay. We can either begin living our own life, or we can continue living the life that others want us to live. Okay. There comes a point when we have to make a decision that is saying, and my live just shut off on the other phone. We're still on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can still see.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, there comes a point when we have to make the decision. We have to say, you know what? This is my life. This is my life. And nobody else has the right to live my life except for me. Okay. So it's time to start taking charge of your life. taking responsibility for your thoughts and for your actions. Okay, not doing no longer doing stuff based on like what other people think are best for you, but start doing things that are based on for your highest good. Okay, based on what's for your highest good, and do it with an air of authority. Okay, like you have to know that this is your life. You have to believe that this is your life, that you have the right to it, nobody else does. So step forward, take charge, take pride in the fact that this is your existence, that you were invited to be here. You were accepted into the school of life, so to speak. You know, like this is for you. You're here to fucking do this. So start doing it. Okay. Like you got energy. You're going through a change right now. I get that. And this is part of it. I'm just asking you that during this change, do it with respect and integrity. Okay. Because when you start taking power, or reclaiming your power, okay, and you start taking authority for your own life, and stop listening to what other people think or say, they start to get mad about that shit. They start to get maybe jealous because like you're not part of their life anymore, or they get mad because you're not listening and they think they know what's best. But it's time for you to really do that and do it with respect and integrity. Okay, so that means like, yes, there may be people falling away from you, but that doesn't mean that it has to be a fucking explosion, you know, a nuclear explosion that sends those people the other way. Sometimes we can just let things go without blowing up, without creating big issues for ourselves and those around us. We don't necessarily have to burn the bridges. We just have to keep walking down the path, okay? And we're getting farther away from the bridge. That's all. So reclaim that power, reclaim your authority. Start standing in your own light and allow room for yourself in your life, okay? And then,
Excuse me.
Perfect. This is Archangel somebody. I have absolutely zero idea how to say that name. Right, zero idea. But the message is be interdependent, and expand your horizons. And I feel like that card is just validation or confirmation of everything that I just said. Okay, I mean, I pulled it out at the end. You saw me pull it out, and you saw that work out and bring the same message forward. So take that. And Jimmie or Thomas, either one of you is ready.
I can go. Okay.
Yeah, you go.
Okay. It's so funny the visions are giving me right now, Emmer. I'm seeing. I don't know if you ever seen the movie. Maybe you need to watch it. There's my guides just saying. Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. I'm sure John may have seen this movie, the arm wrestling movie. It's like when I flip my hat. When I flip my hat, that's what he did before he went into a match. He's like, I'm ready, motherfuckers. So what my guides are saying is training is important right now. It's time for you to really start training yourself. They're saying mentally, emotionally, physically, really starting to get into your true essence. And by discipline, you will find the answers you so seek. And it's very important for you to realize that you can do amazing things, and there's many probable timelines that you can tap into. It's just a matter of making the choice. And I understand here that this choice can be a very hard thing to do. And sometimes it takes other people to push us to make it. But the world can be ours if we decide in whatever way we see that world being ours, if we decide to make that choice to change into something greater. You have connections with Archangel Raphael, and you have connections with Jesus, even though that may trigger you a bit. You've actually seen him in another lifetime. So this is, I don't need to get into the incarnations of the Christ soul, but the point is that you've seen him many times, they're saying. And so they're saying you have these abilities within you. And if you really take this to the extreme, but first, okay, you need to just focus on training yourself. This is the key. We all need this, they're saying. everyone on this feed, everyone in the comments. Still, it is up to us to realize our true potential. I don't even need the card to pull out. But, well, it's going to pull out anyways. She feels she knows this already. But it's the other card I meant to pull this. You see, this is the child that becomes the adept, that becomes the teacher. The training is what is required, dear one, at this time. That is the message.
Marvelous. Right. Hey, Crystal. Thank you, Matthew. Right. Emma, they showed me your bones. I feel like I want to do some work on your bones because they don't feel as stable and solid as maybe, I don't want to say, well, I want to say as they should, but obviously nice healthy bones give us a nice strong stable base to work from. But I feel like, especially down your left side, like your hip, your leg, those bones, the femur, the tibia, the fibia, etc. I feel like there's the bones down that side are not as strong as the ones on the right. So left side is feminine, isn't that? I think. Is that right? Can't remember. Yeah. Because the right brain, left. Yeah. So there's an aspect of your feminine side where you may be not necessarily embracing that to its full potential, and allowing it to be overridden by someone who is trying to force their masculinity on you. So I want to just do a little bit, and if John or Thomas feels like assisting them, feel free. But I feel like I just want to, almost as if I want to wrap your bones in something and allow it to infuse into it, just to keep it nice and strong, and to sort of give it a little bit more support. So let me just do that to your left side. Okay. Right, I'm done. Thank you both. Oh, right side. Oh.
Nah, you were just mirroring it. You were just mirroring it.
But that
yeah. So are we finished up with Emmer here?
I'm still getting left, but I mean, I feel
it's
like
a balance, man. It's a balance. She may feel on the right, but I feel like the left's off, and that's what's causing the right.
Yeah. And to be honest, Jimmy, whenever you mentioned earlier that maybe like there was a masculine energy kind of imposing on her, I actually had a feeling that maybe it was her own energy, her own masculine energy.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like overpowering on the right hand side, and she's having trouble with the right hand side, and then that's sort of creating a weakness in the left, and eventually the left is
that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
I'm also hearing it would be good for you to see, because I'm going chiropractor, massage therapist. I'm getting more massage therapist that can help release those blockages in the muscles. You're still going to have to do some work on this, but it's going to at least help in assisting the process of releasing those energetic, I don't like to use the word blockages, but I don't know what else to use.
you have any
Tell me-
idea what caused the Bell's palsy there, Emmer? Just curious.
What is the cause? I don't really know much about it. I know what it is, but I don't really know what causes it.
I think it's caused by
It's facial paralysis.
Yeah.
Obviously toxicity of some sort.
Yeah. Okay. I believe we are finished there. Michelle, who do we have next?
Have we all looked at private comments, guys?
Yeah, Matthew's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So how are we gonna leave this?
Okay, Matthew next. Okay.
You looked at private comments, John?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to, okay, thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
When John does that, it looks like his eye's flickering. It looks like he's got a sort of a bionic eye that is flickering, but that's just a candle.
I wish. Then I wouldn't have to put contacts in every morning or glasses.
Guys, for Matthew, I'm going to be working on the right side of his face. I'm seeing a tooth issue there, so that's what I'm going to be tapping into. Okay.
Okay.
What I feel, let me just say this, is like each one of us takes like upper right, upper left. You get what I'm saying? Like split into fours.
I'll definitely I need to do upper right at the forehead because I'm getting this intense feeling from that. And I'll do his upper right. I'll do the upper right of the face and the crown.
Yeah, and I'm in the root right now. There's some stuff going on there.
Okay, so we're just gonna connect. I'm gonna try to connect all this while I'm going. I'm calling in my angel healing teams.
Here we go, Matthew.
Arcturians, the dragon surgeons. Interesting. Haven't heard of you guys. Step in. And give me an intergalactic healing chamber. They're saying, Matthew, accept.
I'm there at the chamber, Matthew. Accept it. You'll see Raphael standing there as well.
Yes.
The glass is open. Just lay down.
Cool.
Matthew, you've got a strong connection to the Fae. There was a variety of Fae beings that showed up as well.
Matthew, those dogs don't like what I'm doing. Tell them to back down. Thank you. No offense, brother. Love you.
Matthew, I'm just at your forehead now. You have a lot of pressure there. I need to relieve it. I'm going to connect with your eyes, Matthew. Especially that one. I need to cool it down.
Thomas or Jimmy, I need some help in the solar plexus.
No.
Matthew, I'm down to the cheek area, lower back tooth. Here we go.
And scroll.
Michael, step in.
Transmute.
Thank you, Thomas. Diamond ray.
Matthew, it feels like there's some serious inflammation going on in your intestines. at this time, like you may need to be really careful about what you're eating.
Yeah. I'm saying fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, just not too high in fiber.
Yeah. And a lot of water. You're gonna have to flush this out.
Yep.
Mm.
Matthew, I'm
This
down
is-
to the jawline.
Send her up.
He's got this feels like this plate, this sort of as if he's got some armor, like some body armor on, but only the left side. It's like, and it feels like it's connecting in with certain places down his left side, and it won't come off because it doesn't feel like it feels a different frequency to his frequency. So therefore it's almost like it's messing with it. It's causing it's causing a lot of stress to that side of the body or that area of the body. But it's only because it's alternating the frequency, and but it doesn't seem to. It's like it's connected magnetically. So,
Jimmy, is there someone I can come in to remove this? Because they're telling me I can't do it myself.
Yeah, I was struggling to do it myself too.
There's somebody you know, they're saying. The first name that pops in your head.
Matthew, you've got a lot to say. A lot to say. And this is on your feminine side. It's time to release that.
We got another scammer in here too, Michelle. Just so
I
you
got
know.
them. I got them. They've been blocked and deleted. Thanks.
There we go. Please.
okay,
Got it. Cool.
right. I just asked source. I thought, well, might as well just go to the chief.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need to finish on his throat chakra. Matthew, it's time to release what you have holding there.
I heard TikTok, man. I know you're starting to get on there. Once you feel a little better, wouldn't hurt to take. Would this work? I want Jimmy to confirm this. Oregano oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That feels
I
good.
mean, there's colloidal silver, oregano. I'm getting a much harder hit on oregano oil because it's an antibiotic effect. You might need to pump it up. It's saying antibiotics wouldn't hurt, but it's up to you how you want to go with that.
Matthew, I'm really trying at this throat chakra, but I think you know what this is, but you need to take care of it. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time.
Matthew, I tried to call in. I tried to tap into another universe. As John knows, I go into a lot.
Of course you do.
And they were like, no. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm sorry. They don't do that to me.
I just need just a few more seconds here.
Okay.
Just a few more seconds.
Hello, Karen. Bonjour.
Matthew, I just added just a little balance there. It's time, buddy.
Mm.
Release. Thank you.
Marvelous. Well done, Michelle.
You understand that? Okay. I'm here to assist you at any time, Matthew. You know how to reach me.
Me too, brother.
Me too, Matthew.
Yeah.
Can do some frequencies for you if you like.
Yeah, you need that, Matthew. I'm getting a massive hit on this. What Jimmie just said, he makes custom frequencies. Jimmie, you need to be selling that shit on TikTok. Anyways, my guys, but you can market. It's a good marketing platform for anything. But he needs to make you a set of frequencies, and he'll know what to do. They're saying because he knows much more about this than me. I just dabble in that stuff a little bit with the sounds, you know. But yeah, he knows what he's doing with that. So message Jimmie Davies.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love doing new frequencies and stuff. Right. Are we complete with Matthew, do you think?
Yeah, I think it was really about healing.
Right, in that case, we shall move on to Kimmy. Right, Kimmy, lovely to see you.
Can I say something about Matthew real quick? Sorry, everyone. So, yeah, I just keep seeing this. I'm looking over, and I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose or treat medical illnesses. I have to say that, even though I'm medical intuitive. Like I have all these pills I take for like brain stuff, and I have all these over here. But what I'm getting at is I'm seeing these more of like you can take antibiotics, which would probably be strongest thing I'm hearing. I don't know if you're going to do that, but there are ways to mix different natural stuff like oregano, and I don't know which ones are going to work for you. You have to do some research on this, but you get where I'm getting at. That will fight bacteria. They're saying you may want to get some antibiotics just in case if you need to later. I'm not trying to put the thought in your head that you have to get them, but you get my point. If you'll know, you're psychic.
And then just one last thing for Matthew. I don't know if Matthew, if you can put in the comments your website and also your Facebook. Matthew does some amazing tarot reading. I just saw his message. I think it was like a couple of days ago, his daily tarot. And I cannot tell you how that resonated. Not 100%, like 1000%. And it was just a general read for a Virgo Earth sign. And I just have to say that was amazing. And I'm hoping to have you on Soul Treats soon, Matthew. So if you can put your info in the comments, that would be great.
Cool. Right. Kimmy. What have we got for you today? Right. I'll go first if that's all right. Okay. Kimmy, they're showing me a padlock actually for you at the moment, but it's more like it's not a solid one. It feels like it's made of water, which is not something you see every day. But so it's almost like they're saying that the meaning behind that is that things will be unlocked when things are allowed to flow. Because they're saying that although you have allowed things to flow, there is something waiting to be revealed that it's almost like it requires another level of flowness, or another level of belief, another level of faith, that things are going to work out. And so I don't know why, but feeling that there's something that wouldn't necessarily say you were worried about it, but that is on your mind with regards to sort of just, I don't know, I guess the word to describe it would be your occupation. And I feel like it's got something to do with that, whether you've been thinking about changing or that you want to change, because I do feel like you can, I mean, you can work more in this area, you know, like the this guide channeling and healing and stuff like that. You can work more in that area, and I know you have your other job, but I feel like that is open for you. That is waiting to be opened. So I'm just going to fall back and let the other two, and let Thomas or John take it, and I'll see if anything else comes through on that.
Sure. All right. Thanks, Jimmie. Kim, so I'm picking up this sort of shift that you're going through that Jimmie was talking about, okay? And the message that I was getting, and this may trigger you just a hair, but there is a victimhood mentality that I am picking up on, that you're hanging on to, okay? And that's that lock that Jimmie was talking about. That's the first thing that came to mind. Like, it was sort of an emotional lock, and it really feels like it's built on this victimhood. And at this time, like, it's trying to break free, it's trying to come out. And in some ways you're letting it, in other ways you're not letting it, because you're scared of what you're going to say or what you're going to do, or how you're going to respond to a situation, or how you're going to speak your truth. Are you going to be able to do it in a graceful sort of movement? Okay, like, because that's what you're being asked this time, is like, as all of this stuff wells up and as you break free from this victim mindset. And regarding that, I'm picking up that goes back to all the way to childhood, and it's related to past lives as well. Okay, so this is a theme that's been congruent through lifetimes, and you're breaking free of that, and that can be very difficult to do. Okay, so you're being asked to be graceful in movement and action, and being aware of what's coming out of your mouth and the energy that you're putting forward into your life and into those around you. Okay, so act with respect and gracefulness and integrity, and following your heart. Okay, allowing your heart to lead you through these situations that can otherwise be emotionally overwhelming for us. Okay, whenever that heart comes in, it helps you to see through those rose-colored glasses and see from that higher perspective, so that it doesn't have such a impact. Okay, it makes everything transition a little bit smoother. I'm going to show you this next card too. And as you release like these mindsets and these ways of being, okay, and you do it by being who it is that you can believe, or being yourself. Okay, you do it by being yourself and being the same person behind closed doors as you are in public. You know, like, your truth carries everywhere, not just to one aspect of your life. And when you allow that to truly flow, you can expect powerful change. Very, very powerful change. And this is the eclipse here. It's a new moon eclipse, and that's what that's saying, is that shadow is being revealed to you. That shadow is being shown to you, so that you can take it and make it into what it needs to be, transmute that energy, and step forward with confidence and knowingness that you've done what you need to do, and you're capable of taking this next life, this next section of life, like by the reins or by the horns. Okay, Thomas.
Jimmie or John, do you have a second device?
Yes.
Okay, I just need you to look up what carnelian does. Okay, so my guide showed me specifically what to do. I don't need to give a reading on this. I need to pull energy into this crystal and rid you of it, they're saying.
Yeah, carnelian has to do with your sacral chakra, somewhat with your root chakra as well. It's a very spiritual stone. It helps you strengthen your connection with spirit and with your own energy as well. There's more to it. That's just what I know offhand.
I'm just gonna pull. You have to
There's
let me
something,
in. Go
there's
ahead.
something to do with the. I've always connected carnelian with the blood.
Here we
what
go.
was-
Michelle's got something on the screen for us there.
But Jimmy just gave me the answer I needed. Thank you. Connect.
De nada.
Yeah, okay.
Into me, into the stone, please.
That's a cool stone.
Angels assist me. Okay, Anubis, step in. Anubis has been healing. I don't know what's up with this stuff. Anyways.
Anubis.
And bring in fairy connections. Thank you. And source.
Helps with pregnancy as well, apparently.
And now. Thank you. Got it. And who? Michael, step forth. Heal. Raphael. Goddess Sophia. Thank you. I have to throw this outside. So I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, Arnie. Right. Are we done with Kimmy, John? Do you think?
I believe I am complete. You are, and I don't know what Thomas said he was doing, throwing something outside maybe.
Cleaning it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess so.
Yep. Thank you, Kimmy. Wonderful to see you, as always. Right. Next, we have. Guess who we got next?
Michelle. Soul treats themselves. Aren't you people in this bunch of lucky mothers? You get to see the person behind the scenes who put all this together get a reading. See what sort of fucked up shit we can share with her or about her with you guys. I'm just kidding, Michelle. All right.
Oh, the strain, John.
What?
All right.
All right. I'm going to pull a couple cards for Michelle. If anybody's sitting on some information waiting to go, now would be a good time.
Well, all that I've got so far is they're showing me some vines going up her back.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot. This is interesting.
But I'm just gonna wait to see why.
That's all right. That's all right. You guys want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Michelle, here we go. I already got one card out for you here, and here's the second card. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, I'm gonna put these cards together first, and then I'll show them to you. Oftentimes, our lives change. Okay, like we may be making plans for something, and then our frequency shifts, and we are realigned. Okay, with something new, with something better, with something higher vibrational. A lot of times we just don't know what it is. Okay, but you are realigning at this time, Michelle, and there's a lot of unknown around this realignment. Okay, the first card that I have here during this realignment is the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit, and the message here is retreat and recharge. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, Michelle. You know exactly what I'm talking about with retreating and recharging, especially when you're shifting and you're healing and your vibrations raising. Okay, so this next card here is saying the same thing, and the message here is adjustments are required. Okay, and I feel these adjustments in your energy, in your actual makeup. I can feel these adjustments, and I can feel this attraction between your energy and this timeline that is beginning to reveal itself to you. Okay, so you're going through those adjustments at this time, and you are being asked, Michelle, to let go of some of the stubborn pride and allow for this shift and change to happen with as little resistance as possible. Okay. And that is where I would like to start with Michelle. You guys can feel free to jump in at any time.
I need a pen. This will take me a minute. Jimmy, if you want to go, you can go.
Okay. Yeah. Right, Michelle, those vines that are going up your back, they showed me that they're almost, it's like you've put some roots down, and now the vines are going up and they're coming to fruition. You know, it's a measurement of the growth that you've had over the last few years, in particular, that they've said. Obviously, before that as well, you know, we're always growing, etc. But in particular, the last few years, and they're showing that in certain places they're not connecting to the relevant parts of your body where they would normally. So it's kind of like you got the vines, and then they'll look to feed off your energy, but they're your vines. They're not as if they're someone else's. So no one's, you know, that no one's actually drawing anything from you because they're your own. They're kind of symbolic of your own growth, if you like. But there are certain parts of your body that are not, shall we say, functioning at the required rate. And so I want to help connect them in, and just so that it can, it's almost like I feel it's going to give you some kind of a sort of a spurt, like a growth spurt, because the parts, and I feel like they're particularly around your shoulder blades. That's where it feels like the connection has lapsed, and I'm not 100% sure what the spiritual, energetic, emotional meaning of the shoulder blades are. Well, I think they're the scapula. I think they're the sort of the scapula, actually. They're sort of down the back just a bit. But I believe it's got something, I think it's got something to do with purpose or path or something like that. It's got something along those lines. But I want to connect you in with that area, just to help it's almost like it's going to bring forward more information about that. So let me just do that, and I'll let Thomas
Hey,
fire away.
Thomas, real quick, can I jump in? Michelle, I'm hearing repeating threes for you. That came through like 33, 333, and then 3333. And I'm also hearing repeating twos and sevens, like 2s and 7 combinations. So look those up when you have time. Okay.
My channel's starting to run a bit dry. But I drew this. They said, Michelle, you'll understand. This is some Aztecian or something like that deity with a number 4377 above it. And there's all these circles around it. Maybe you guys can interpret this, my guides are saying.
It looks like a
Viking ship.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I see it as more of a bird, some kind of big bird, and I don't mean of Sesame Street, but some kind of sort of land bird that.
Hey, are the circles around, Thomas? Are those portals?
Yeah, they're energies of some sort.
Okay.
They're saying this being can help bring them in.
So it's a dragon.
I think it's like an Aztecian. That's what I'm saying is like something carved on a wall.
Like Quetzalcoatl or whatever his name is.
And not him, they're saying, but it's like some kind of being that came from Aztecian times.
Michelle's saying it's from her grandmother. She would draw that when I sit with her at the table as a young child. Okay.
That's the message. I just draw things. And 4377. Look up what that means.
Cool.
Can you guys hold the rest of the feed? Because my channel is literally gone. Like, I'm just not channeling anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we can do it.
So
Yeah,
you
no
take
worries.
me off the show. Is that cool? Sorry, I can't. I'm like, they're like, no, stop. They're telling me it's like after Michelle needs to stop.
No problem.
I can just sit here. I don't really care.
All right. Okay, so Michelle, we're finished up with. So let's see who we've got next here. I do not know how to say your first name, but I can call you Miss Harrison. Miss Harrison.
It's pronounced Siobhan.
Siobhan, okay.
Yeah. I know what you mean then.
All right, Jimmie, you want to go first? You want me to take this?
Give me a moment. I'm happy to go. Right, Siobhan. Right. They're drawing my attention to your eyes. I feel like you've got multiple pairs of eyes in your head at the moment, and I don't know. It feels like your vision is rather distracted. It's like things are becoming blurred, but they say don't worry about that, and it may not be like physically you may not be seeing things that are blurred, but so mentally things are becoming blurred, and I feel like I want to put some kind of diamond sort of in that area just to help sharpen your focus and to get a bit more clarity about stuff, because I feel like whereas before, when I say before, maybe 5 years ago, even though things were a lot more simpler back then than they were now, but because of what's gone on over the last, they're saying 5 years, it's opened you up to a lot more things, and so therefore a lot more perspectives have come into your vision, into your awareness, and therefore all of these different perspectives and all of these different energies are floating around, and sort of permeated your consciousness, and your brain, and so therefore it's trying to sort them all out. So I feel like I want to put, let's say, some kind of diamond in there, just to sort of give them a focal point in which to be channeled through. So I'll do that, and I'll let Thomas is getting ready to write.
Well, no, I'm actually doing something. I'm opening the show. This is what I told you.
Baseball bat. God, things just got real.
Siobhan,
Send in the angels of the baseball bats.
Siobhan, I'm just popping on because I feel I need to do a little bit of a clearing on you. And I'm also feeling that you're feeling quite lonely and lost right now.
Oh yeah, I can get into that, Michelle.
Can you? Let's do it, John.
Yeah, so Siobhan, you are going through some massive changes, okay, and like a hardcore awakening at this time. And you got 2-3 people doing work on you right now. And this shit's gonna shift you even further, okay? I'm feeling like this major shift as far as you're starting to recognize that the things that you've had in your life, or the things you've been focused on for a long time, are no longer valuable to you. Okay, you're looking at yourself, and you look in the mirror and you do your makeup, and it just doesn't mean the same thing anymore as it used to. Like, it's not as important as it used to be. You're taking selfies, and like, maybe you're not using a filter, because the filters just don't feel like you anymore. Okay. Or you're going out and you're just like, why am I doing this? And who are these people that I'm hanging out with? And like, so you've been letting that go too. And like, there's this massive shift. Okay. And during this process, like, you're really starting to see who it is that you are. Okay, and what it is that you stand for, and you're starting to see the world in a different way and saying, hey, like, maybe this shit doesn't work for me anymore. Like, there's something bigger going on here. So through this process, okay, I'm gonna show you this card. This is the Knight. You are asked to be brave and honest. Okay, bravery is needed to face yourself. Okay, it's needed to look at yourself, because let's be honest, one of the biggest challenges in this life is accepting ourselves in all of the aspects that make up our whole. Okay, there's parts of ourselves that we just don't want to fucking deal with, but we have to. And you're going through that right now, and that's awesome. And I'm so happy for you, okay, that you're experiencing this, because you're moving exactly the way that you need to. And all of this old stuff is falling away, and you're going to go through that for a while. I feel like there's going to be some isolation for a little bit longer, as you continue to shift upwards and raise your vibration, okay? So you're being asked to be brave, but also honest. Okay, honest with yourself, honest with the people around you. Like, sometimes people don't get that shift, they don't understand it, and the most that you can do is just stand in your own power and say, you know what, like, I don't know what's going on, but I can tell that I'm changing, and like, I just feel different, and just leave it at that. You don't got to explain yourself to nobody if you don't want to. Okay, you don't owe anybody an explanation. You just take you and you move forward. Next, as far as the card goes, again, we've got this fire guardian showing up. Okay, and the message on that card is to ignite your passions. Okay, ignite your passions. I'm actually feeling at this point that you're aware of 2 or 3 different things that really, really speak to you, that when you think about them, you can feel your body resonate in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're getting the resonation in your head, or maybe you get it in your back, like the back side of your heart chakra, okay, or in your gut. I'm just getting this feeling that you got like 2, 3, 4 ideas that you're sitting on right now that are all based in passion, and your body's going to tell you. Okay, your body's going to tell you. So pay attention to what your body's saying at this time. Allow that clairsentience to speak to you, to lead you, and really step forward into this next part of your life, whatever it is, with the authority that's necessary, with the self-control that's necessary, with the spiritual discipline that's necessary. Okay, so I see that comment. I'm doing my own readings now. The things I'm struggling with is my dreams as they are happening, and massive back pain.
And Sean, thanks so much for talking about her heart chakra, because that's where I was. And I kept hearing the song being in repeat. It's called The Heart Wants What It Wants by Selena Gomez. I don't know why, but that lyric
Okay.
just keeps going and going and going. So I think you know what that means, Siobhan. But the heart wants what it wants.
True story. Does anybody else have anything they want to add?
Yeah, the
Sorry.
Angels are doing I'm not even going to talk really too much, but they're doing massive clearing work with baseball bats right now. There's a bunch of beings. It's not a fight, they're saying. It's a matter of clearing away what no longer serves you. And you need to stop taking in other people's energy. So you need to find a way to protect yourself. I'm seeing some kind of amulet, but there's like a black... You'll know what it is when you see it. This will be for much later. But there's some kind of black tourmaline aspect to this. You need to be protecting yourself with crystals, they're saying. Sometimes we're not taught this, but some healers and readers take on other people's energies, and they have to make sure to clear themselves. I really try not to take on other people's stuff at all, because I don't agree with that in my reality, so I don't let it happen. And if you believe something is true, then it's true. So just be conscious of, when you're working with someone, that you clear yourself afterwards and protect yourself.
Yes.
But not to scare you.
Sometimes it's as simple as grounding.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Siobhan.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You. And finally, we have Omnia.
Omnia. Okay, yeah. Last but definitely not least, right?
Oh, a wonderful Omnia.
There's dragons with baseball bats now.
They're all getting it on.
I wonder what the energy is that you're perceiving as baseball bats.
I don't know, but they're sure having fun.
I came across something interesting the other day. Very interesting. So people wonder about healers and psychics and stuff, and how we constantly, or do we see the same things? Do we pick up the same stuff? Do we, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can one psychic say one thing and then somebody else say another thing? And I've always looked at it personally, like everybody has their own small piece of the puzzle that they're allowed to share, right? That we all have our own way of perceiving things based on how our ego filters that perception, and then we see it. So I was watching a video the other day, and it was like an ex-military individual who got to work on some of the hidden bases, so to speak, and worked with like extraterrestrials and stuff. And he was saying that the way that this works with these higher dimensional beings that are in this physical field is that a lot of times we can't perceive them in the way that they actually are with our eyes. So our brains will create an image that we think best defines the energy that's present. And so, for example, they had this one being that nobody knew what he looked like. Everybody who perceived him saw him in a different way. Like one dude saw him as like Muhammad Ali, and this next dude saw him as Elvis Presley. And there were several other people that perceived this being in different ways. I don't know why that was necessary to share. I just felt like it needed to come out at that point for some reason.
Was that this guy? Was it his name Phil Schneider, or was it someone else?
I'm not sure, Jimmy. I am not sure. But it was a fascinating video. It was only like 5 minutes long. It was just a little clip that they cut out. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that message was for somebody here.
Just about perception, I suppose. It's a message about perception.
Everything is about perception. It's like in the comments, as a healer, you can pick up on everyone's energy when you're out too. I say you don't. I block out people from even getting energy filled at all. I mean, I'm walking through Savannah with thousands of ghosts and like you could say some negative entities, and they're like running away from me.
Got another scammer in here, Michelle. Facina Solomon. Okay, so let's get going with Omnia here. I'll start if that's okay.
Yeah, if you're ready.
Yeah, Omnia, first off, first card is the Hermit, which actually I pulled for Michelle just a moment ago. And it says retreat and recharge. I'm going to go ahead and show you this second card as well, and then put them together, okay? And this is the Shaman. Trust in higher forces, okay? As we go through this process, our abilities begin to awaken further and further, and we start to be able to perceive them and understand them. So maybe this message was for Omnia. But I have this feeling that meditation and prayer are very important to you at this time. And as you do this, as you create this spiritual practice, or maybe it's already in existence, I'm not sure. But as you do these things, your psychic abilities are going to begin leveling up, okay, and increasing. And I have a feeling that a lot of it has to do with clairvoyance and claircognizance. And there's going to be a lot of beings around you, and there's a lot of light beings that are hanging around at this time, and they're asking you to trust, because you might see some crazy shit during your meditations, or while you're praying, or while you're walking in the woods, okay? So you're being asked to dive into that energy, okay? To step into that energy and allow these changes to take place without fear, okay? Without fear, because the beings that are going to be revealing themselves to you as your psychic abilities increase are the beings that need to be revealing themselves to you, like your guides and beings of love and light, okay? So it's really time to step into that shamanic history that you have, okay, where you've had lifetimes as a medicine man or medicine woman or a healer or a shaman or something of that nature. Grounding is very important for you at this time as well. That's going to help you to recall some of these memories and abilities and help you to better tune into those energies, okay? But yeah, that's kind of what those cards are saying for me. And then I guess that perception message that I said before the cards has to do with, like, you're going to perceive it in a way that's right for you. So don't worry about what other people tell you when they say, no, it has to look this way. It has to be this way. It has to be. I see things differently than a lot of people, and I'm fucking good at what I do. I'm a good reader, and I'm a good healer, and I have my own way of perceiving things. I'm guessing that it works the same for Thomas here, and it works the same for Jimmie here, where we all have our own way of identifying these beings, of identifying these energies. It's personalized to a degree for each one of us, and we each accept that. We know that it's our own because we perceive through our own ego. Okay. And that's all I got.
Very
You guys-
good.
If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to tap into Omnia. They're wanting me to work at her feet to get her a little more solid grounding. And Omnia, just let me know.
Yeah.
So, Omnia, when I go through the woods, this place is so steeped in so many things that have happened here. There's so much old energy here. Atlantis was partly here too. So anyways, the thing is, when I go through the woods, I see beings like staring at me through trees, and I'm just like, okay, man, what's up? And I'll see all kinds of things, dragons and earth spirits, and sometimes I'll talk to them, and sometimes if I don't feel like I need to, I don't. But I'm telling you that for a reason. It's just certain areas I go through where I perceive these things.
Exactly. Right. Omnia. They want me to. They're showing me. It feels like a pool, but with sort of a crystal boundary, and I feel like A, they want me to put you in it, and B, I don't know if you like swimming or you like. I think. I know you live in the middle of the country, so going to the sea is a bit of a trek. But they said, yeah, but it's worth it. But they said swimming, for some reason, they're saying swimming at the moment would be good for you. And also, if you didn't, whether you have baths or showers or whatever, I don't know, but to have them, if you do take baths, to have some crystals, selected crystals that you feel drawn to, are covering around the bath, so that it's almost like it focuses the energy. Or you could even, I mean, what I do is I put the crystals in sort of a bag, a waterproof bag, and then have them in the water, so that they're sort of, although it's not a direct contact because of the bag, but it's still actually immersed in there, so it infuses like the energies into the water. So you can do that, but they're giving me the message to there's water is a very prominent thing for you at the moment, and if you can get into it as much as possible, then I feel like it will help to move a lot of things within you. It will help to release and to almost instill that flowing mindset within you, because they're showing me your sacral, and I feel like that could do with shifting, could do with being given sort of a refresh, if you like. I feel like it needs a bit of a refresh, sort of a cleanse. So they're saying that the waters will help with that. So
It's like a computer reboot. What I'm seeing is aquamarine crystals. I believe that's what they're called. They're blue, I believe. And you used to be a dolphin. That's why they want you to go to the sea, is part of the reason. Oh, and me and Jimmie, we haven't talked about this in a while, but Poseidon is showing himself up in the sea as I'm seeing this vision. So you have some connection with Poseidon, and you need to look into who he is. But you used to be a dolphin, so that's why sometimes, I don't need to get too far into that or something. It goes into Atlantis and stuff.
Thomas, I was getting that the next time, Omnia, you meditate, they want you to look down at your feet. And this will give you the history of the past.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the dolphin comes in. Because it's not going to look like your feet.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that's where John's story comes in as well. Sort of looking at you, like you see, you think, well, I know that they're my feet, and they should look like this, but they actually look like something else.
Yeah, and primarily your left side. Look at your left foot.
Hmm.
Oh, they're screaming at me. Okay, so in Atlantis during the fall, there were certain people that put people into dolphins, and they kept reincarnating the dolphins over and over again. And I'm not going to say who one of these people are, but the point is, because I know the point is that he really likes dolphins. And it's amazing what he does. But I feel like you have a strong connection with this, and you were probably put into a dolphin at some point. So a lot of these dolphins keep reincarnating as dolphins, but some of them reincarnate back into humans. So this has to do with looking at your feet. Yeah.
That's funny. I can just see us doing that shit too. Like, well, we killed all ourselves. Can't escape. Let's just turn ourselves into fish and live under the water that's about to flood the place. That's funny. Okay, so are we complete there?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, perfect. Michelle, are you closing us out?
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today, for your incredible open donations. I can't thank you enough for that. And just to let you know, those donations go to the readers. I'll be splitting that with them. But thank you, just a really incredible donation. And gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here with an open heart to help everybody that's been on the feed. And I love all three of you, and Scott. You're not on the live, Scott, but I love you too. So have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody. And thank you so much for hanging out with Soul Treats today. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone. Au revoir.